never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken, and we're going to be calling tonight's live play-by-play of the Toronto Blue Jays facing off against the New York Yankees. This is game 4 of the set. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead in the series, hoping to take a series win this evening. We are going to be followed up from this game tomorrow with Garrett Cole's debut in the 2026 season, facing off against the Tampa Bay Rays. And I want to welcome Margaret, Yanks for Life, for taking time out of your busy Thursday evening to watch a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Will Carlos Rodon outduel Braden Fisher to win his first win of the season, earn his first win of the season? We already have 4 votes in our poll. And I'm going to start by going over this evening's lineup. Leading off DHing is going to be George Springer. In the 2-hole is going to be first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In center field, hitting out of the 3-hole is going to be Dalton Varsho. Katsuma Okamoto will be at third base, cleaning up. And the 5-hole is going to be shortstop Cody Clement. In the 6-hole is going to be Lenian Sosa playing second base. In right field, Miles Straw will be hitting out of the 7-hole. Braden Valenzuela will be catching, and in the 8-hole. And bringing up the rear is going to be Davis Schneider playing left field. On the bump is going to be Fisher. For your lineup tonight for the New York Yankees, leading off in the DH spot is going to be Ben Rice. Hitting out of the 2-hole is going to be right fielder Aaron Judge. In the 3-hole is going to be Cody Bellinger playing left field. Cleaning up this evening is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. at second base. In the 5-hole is going to be first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. In the 6-hole will be center fielder Spencer Jones. In the 7-hole will be third baseman Ryan McMahon. In the 8-hole is going to be shortstop Anthony Volpe. And bringing up the rear is going to be J.C. Escara behind the dish. And on the bump for the New York Yankees this evening is going to be Carlos Rodon, making his 3rd rehab start. So we are a couple of minutes before game start. How are we feeling about our chances in this game? Last night was a tough game for us. Trey Savage outdueled Cam Schlittler last night. One of the things that I saw that was quite impressive was Giovanni Cruz's major league debut. The young lad was very impressive. I dropped a short this afternoon. So if you haven't caught that, please check it out. Let me know what you think. As you know, every live play by play, we strive to get 30 likes. At this point, we're at 6. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, let your voice be heard, and let your vote be counted. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth appreciate the support that we have from you guys on a regular basis because it is always appreciated. I understand that your lives are very busy and you have a lot of things to do. However, I just wanted to say thank you. If you drop a comment, I will give you a shout out. So let me know. There are more folks here that have commented. So let me know when you're here and I will give you a shout out. We here at the Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 735 subscribers. Our next milestone is 740, so we're 5 away from that milestone. If you like live play-by-plays and shorts and open panels where you can just come and talk baseball, this may be the place for you. So please consider subscribing to One and the Same. This play-by-play is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So I want to thank Mitch and his crew for getting our broadcast out there because that is appreciated too. In the stadium, it is definitely looking overcast. There is a 21% chance of showers, so hopefully we get this game in without any delays like last night where we had the 2.5 or 2 hour, 11-minute rain delay. At this point, we have not taken the field yet. Well, they are saying that the game today for the Blue Jays is going to be a bullpen game. Let's hope that Rodon gets past the 50 pitches that he has been throwing well, and then past that, it's sort of the wheels come off. So how are we feeling about the game? We think that the Yankees are going to pull this one out, and the Yankees are now taking the field. So first pitch is probably about a minute or so away. Rodon will have his 7 warm-up pitches, and then it'll be time to do the dance. This is Rodon's first appearance in 2026 at Yankee Stadium in the pinstripes. So hopefully, he's feeling the love. Hey, Dever, welcome to the stream. And you are right. Let's go Yankees. On the season, Rodon has 2 starts. He is 0-1 with a 5.63 ERA. He's pitched 8 innings, has 8 base on balls, so we need to see that come down. And it looks like Rodon is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. Springer is in the box, so we're about to get underway. Rodon sets and fires, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-0 on Rodon, and we are underway. Rodon sets and fires, and that fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets and fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets and fires, and the changeup is tap foul down the third base line. We're going to reset and do it again. Rodon sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that changeup is swung on and missed by Springer for the first out of the game and Rodon's first strikeout. Coming up to bat is Vlad Guerrero Jr. First pitch is a fastball swung on and missed by Guerrero. Count is 0-1. Guerrero's hitting .281 on the season, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a .788 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and Escara bobbles the ball, and that is called ball 1. Looked like it painted the bottom of the strike zone, but the way Escara blew it, couldn't tell. Rodon sets and fires, and the changeup is down in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on Guerrero. And Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and that is up high. That count is going to be 3-1 on Guerrero. Rodon sets and fires. That pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So that is going to be a walk to Guerrero. Brendan Miller is the home plate umpire. He is in his 8th major league season. He is considered a hitter-friendly umpire. 26 calls challenged, 12 of them overturned. Dalton Varsho is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we are at the top of the first inning. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike 1. There is a runner at first base with 1 out. Dalton Varsho is up to bat. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets, and he fires, and that slider is off the plate and in the dirt. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Guerrero is going, and there is no throw. So Guerrero is going to steal second base. That's Guerrero's 4th stolen base of the season. Count is now 3-1 on Varsho. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball paints the inside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is going to ground down third baseline. It's going to be off the bag. Guerrero is rounding third, heading home, and he is going to score. Varsho is going to go into second with a double. So the Blue Jays continue to have a runner at second with one out. Katsuma Okamoto is coming up to bat. That ball was a slow roller that hit the bag and bounced straight up. Rodon sets and fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Okamoto's hitting .223, 10 home runs, 27 RBIs. Pitch is on the way, and it is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-1. Hey, John, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And the pitch is on the way. And Okamoto cannot check his swing. Count is 1-2. Rodon checks on the runner at second. Sets and fires. And that pitch is swung on for strike three. So that is Rodon's second strikeout of the inning. Coming up to bat is Cody Clement. And Rodon sets and fires, and Clement fouls the first pitch back. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Clement. And Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Rodon sets and fires, and this pitch is a towering pop-up. Escara is going to chase it, but it is going to be just over the net. So that's going to hold the count at 0-2 as we head to the fifth pitch of the at-bat. And Rodon steps off the mound to chase Varsho back to second. And Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2 as we head to the sixth pitch of the at-bat. Rodon's pitch count is climbing steadily. He's at 25 pitches in the game. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Volpe. Volpe sets and fires to Goldie for the third out, but not before the Blue Jays are able to plate a run. Coming up in the bottom of the first is going to be Ben Rice, Cody Bellinger, or Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And we are going to go to our active scoreboard for today. The Guardians beat the Tigers 3-1. Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Mets squeak past the Nationals 2-1. Braves have a 3-0 lead on the Marlins in the top of the third. As you know, here in this game, the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead heading to the bottom of the first. At 9:38, the Athletics and Angels will get underway, and at 9:40, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. It's a very short slate today. We have travel day, so there were a lot of games that were played earlier. Hey, Jake. Well, that's a comment that's been passed around. Yankees hitting Jake. Braden Fisher is 2-1 on the season, 3.088 ERA. He is a bullpen arm, so they're doing a bullpen game today. And Fisher sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed for strike one. Count is 0-1 on Rice. Rice back in the box. The pitch is on the way, and that slide or curveball is a bit high. Count is 1-1. Fisher sets and fires, and Rice fouls this one off towards the third base side. Count is 1-2. Fisher sets and fires, and that ball is a slider in the dirt. Count is now 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Fisher sets, fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. So Rice is retired on strikes. Hey, Cruz, welcome to the stream. And Cruz is predicting an 8-4 victory for the Yankees over the Jays tonight. All rise. The judges in the chambers. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Slider was on the outside corner. Count is 0-1 on the captain. Fisher sets and fires, and Judge fouls this one down the first base line. Count is now 0-2. And Fisher sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge fouls the curveball off down the third base line. Count is still 0-2. And Fisher sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. That one came in at 95 miles an hour. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is called ball That's going to be challenged, and that is definitely a strike. And that is overturned. That is a call, strike three. So judge is down looking. So this is Judge's seventh consecutive strikeout. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He struck out 4 times last night. Fisher sets and fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-0 on Bellinger. Belly's hitting .271 on the season, 6 home runs, 32 RBIs, 852 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Bellinger. And Fisher sets and fires, and that slider is inside and in the dirt. Count is now 3-1 on Bellinger. And Fisher sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a slider off the plate. And that's going to be ball 4, and Bellinger is going to reach via the walk as he strips his gear off and heads to first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be coming up to bat. Hey, Javier. Excellent, Javier. You're going to see Garrett Cole make his return to the majors. The first game he's pitched since 2024, World Series. And the first pitch is on the way, and curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fisher sets and fires, and the pitch is he's not able to hold up on the swing, and that is called. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Chisholm. So, Javier, where are you sitting at in the stadium? And Fisher sets and fires, and that slider is down low. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. And Fisher pitched, and the curveball is swung on and missed for strike three. So that is going to be 3 strikeouts for the Yankees in the first inning. They're going to strand 1. Definitely not a hitting display here. So coming up in the top of the second for the Blue Jays is going to be Sosa, Straw, and Valenzuela. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take this moment to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 10 votes at this point, so thank you for those who have dropped your vote. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We currently have 13 likes, 17 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. And I want to thank Mitch and his crew for simulcasting our stream on the Hardcore Sports Network. If you're not a member of Hardcore Sports, please consider subscribing. All right, Jake, you're not going to watch the game. Have a good night. Please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network. Here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 735 subscribers. If you like live play-by-plays, I call a lot of them. Called 146 last year during the regular season. If you like shorts, I drop a lot of them. As a matter of fact, I dropped one today, this afternoon, probably about 3 hours before game time. So if you get a chance, go over and check it out. All right, you're in the 400s. I'd be excited too. I've seen Cole pitch a couple of times down in Baltimore once and in the stadium once. Very good pitcher. As a matter of fact, myself, Jason from 161 River Ave, and Jonathan, who is in this stream a lot, are going to be attending the Yankees and Phillies in Philadelphia. I think it's July the 25th. We're all sitting in the same section, so that'll be interesting to be. And Rodon sets and fires, and the first pitch is inside for ball one. And Rodon sets, and the next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1 on Sosa. Rodon sets and fires, and this ball is hammered down the left field line. It hooks foul. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and that ball is fouled off the ground. Count remains 1-2. Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is evened at deuces. And Rodon sets once again. Pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled down the third base line. All right, Carlos, you've thrown low, low, low. You got to flash something high, brother. Hey, Ronald, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a swing and a miss on the slider. That is Rodon's third strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Mild Straw. And Rodon sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-0 on Straw. Straw is hitting .263 on the season, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and a .719 OPS. Rodon sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and Straw takes a swing, but it is checked. First base umpire says, no, 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 he didn't go. Count is 2-1. Rodon sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is now evened at 2-2. And Rodon sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's Rodon's 4th strikeout of the night. Valenzuela is up to bat. The first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is check swing grounder to first base. Goldie is going to field it cleanly and take it himself. That is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Rodon. Coming up in the bottom of the second is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, Spencer Jones, and Ryan McMahon. So let's see, from our active scoreboard tonight, yeah, I'm hoping for six quality innings. The Guardians have beaten the Tigers 3-1 today. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Mets squeaked by the Nationals 2-1. In the bottom of the fourth, the Braves lead the Marlins 3-1. As you know, going to the bottom of the second, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees 1-0. And we have the Athletics and Angels starting at 9:38, and at 9:40, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. So we have a light slate today. They're doing a bullpen game today, Cruz. The first starter's ERA was in the 3, but I think Mako is coming in, and I'm not sure what his ERA is. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And as you know, our goal is 30 likes per live stream. We're at 15, so we're halfway there. So if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. You may ask yourself why. Well, Hardcore Sports simulcasts all of my play-by-plays, so I'd like to support them. Plus, they do more than just baseball. They have football, basketball, wrestling. They have a plethora of things that may interest you that I don't provide. And if you are a baseball fan and you like live play-by-plays, I call a lot of them. I called 146 games in the regular season last year. I drop a lot of shorts. Matter of fact, I dropped one today. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike 1. Fisher sets, and he fires, and the slider paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Goldie. And Fisher sets, fires, and that curveball is in there for call, strike 3. That's going to be a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Goldschmidt. And if you have not heard, Grisham's MRI came back clean, no structural damage. And it looks like Adam Mako is coming in. I will be back in just a half a second. I need to grab something out of my fridge. Several years ago, I remodeled my shop, and the two things that I did a lot of woodworking and kitchen, bathroom remodels and stuff like that. And one of the things that I never really thought about was staying out here for any prolonged period. But since I've become a content creator and started streaming, I have taken up the major bench in my workshop, and I do our live play-by-plays from here. the thing that I did not consider was actually needing a bathroom out here. Had I had any forethought, I might have done that and tucked a couple more economy in here for me. So, how are we feeling about the game, guys and gals? Yeah, I think we'll make the adjustments. So they have two lefties in the bullpen, and Mako is one of them. And Spencer Jones is up to bat. Mako sets and he fires, and Jones fouls the first pitch off. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. And Mako sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 1-1. Mako sets and fires, and the slider is down low. Count is now 2-1 on Jones. Seems like he's getting a better feel for the strike zone. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is fouled off. Count is evened at 2-2. Mako sets, fires, and the pitch is a swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the 5th Yankee strikeout of the night. 5 batters, 5 strikeouts. Not too damn impressive. Hey, James, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. Mako sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low and off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Mac. So let's get this one started out right. Mako sets, fires, and that ball is guide to left field, and this one is going, and it's going to hit off the top of the wall. McMahon is going to round first and head to second. So that is going to be a stand-up double for McMahon. McMahon has incredible power to left field. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And that is the first hit of the night for the Yankees. And the first pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Volpe. Situational hitting, Anthony. Situational hitting, situational hitting. No strikeout. Let's do it, baby. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Volpe is hitting .250 on the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and a .794 OPS. And Mako sets. Pitch is on the way. And that is skied to left field. And Snyder is tracking it and is going to make the play on the foul line for the third out. No runs, a hit. And there is a runner left on base. Coming up to bat in the top of the third is going to be Davis Snyder, George Springer, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 9, 1, and 2. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And as most of you know, we go for 30 likes for every live stream. We're at 15. So if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. You may ask yourself, why should you subscribe? Well, if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, I invite everyone to come up. This may be the place for you. Hello. And once again, the robocalls from hell. I guess robocalls don't have a respect for play-by-play. Hey, Jod the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream. For those of you just hopping in, we are heading to the top of the third. The score is 1-0 Blue Jays. Coming up to bat is Davis Schneider, George Springer, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. And the first pitch from Rodon is a curveball up high. Snyder is hitting 136 on the season, 1 home run, 8 RBIs, and a 541 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is up outside. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way. The slider is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. And how do you do? And the pitch is on the way, and the slider bounces in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul down the third base line. Count remains full at 3-2. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is skied to left field. Bellinger is closing in on it, and he is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is George Springer, 0 for 1 on the night. Struck out in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch is on the way. The curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 2-0. Rodon sets and fires. That fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is just high. Count is now full, 3-2. Rodon sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is Springer's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Rodon is at 55 pitches. First pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball 1. Next pitch is on the way. It is down low. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-0. Beagle Dad, type something, please. Next pitch is on the way, and it is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. That is Rodon's second walk of the night. Don the Beagle Dad, are you here? And Varsho is up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and that is a looper to Volpe. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the top of the third. Coming up in the bottom of the third is going to be Escara, Rice, and Judge. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop a vote in our active poll. We have 15 votes at this time, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. If you have not, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 15 likes, 15 short of our goal of 30 for every live stream. So Let's do it. And Mako is going to remain in. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. Escara is hitting 163, no home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 473 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is foul back. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the third base line. That's going to make the stands. So the count is 1-2. And Mako sets, pitch is on the way, and this is hit sharply down the line, and that is just foul. Count is 1-2 on Escara. Mako sets and fires, and this ball is guide to shallow right field. Miles Straw is going to make a sliding catch. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch is all the way, and the fastball paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Rice. Pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. And Mako sets, fires, and the pitch is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike three. So it's going to be good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Rice. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. That pitch was down, and Rice did not challenge. And it looks like Mako is coming out of the game. Spencer Miles is coming in to replace Mako. So how are we feeling about the game so far, guys and gals out there in the internet? Chat's awfully quiet. With the possibility of Jose Caballero returning tomorrow, as well as Garrett Cole, what do you guys feel the roster moves are going to be made? Is Volpe going to be sent down? Is he going to stay on the roster? If not Volpe, then who goes down? When Garrett Cole comes back, who's coming out of the rotation / bullpen? Did you guys watch the game last night? I know it was a 2 hour and 11-minute rain delay. Did you happen to catch Giovanni Cruz's performance last night? And the first pitch is on the way. And the sinker is up high. That was 97 miles an hour to Judge. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And the pitch is on the way. And Judge hammers this one foul into the right field stands. Count is what odd, Judge? Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on the captain. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. And Miles sets and fires, and Judge hammers this one foul straight back. Count remains 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Judge bounces this to the first to Clement. He fires to Guerrero for the first out, for the third out of the inning. So the Yankees are going to go down in order. Coming up to bat in the top of the fourth is going to be Okamoto, Clement, and Sosa. And our active scoreboard, very limited games tonight. Guardians beat the Tigers 3-1. Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Mets beat the Nationals 2-1. The Braves lead the Marlins 5-2 in the bottom of the fifth. As you know, in this game, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees 1-0, heading to the top of the fourth. And the other games on the slate at 9:38, the Athletics and Angels get underway, and at 9:40, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. And that's it for today. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. All right. Did you watch the game, James? Ah, damn it, I rimmed it. So what did you think about Yvonne Cruz's 2 inning appearance last night? Yeah, the first pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to McMahon. McMahon sets and fires across the diamond to Goldschmidt, and that is a 1 pitch out. Coming up to bat is Clement. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in his first plate appearance. Hey, D-Rod, how are you doing? Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounced between McMahon and Volpe. It goes off of McMahon's glove, and Clement is going to go for 2. Throw is going to get away from Jazz, backing up his goal slip. Coming up to bat is Lenny Sosa. First pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Sosa is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Rodon has 5 Ks under his belt this evening. You weren't impressed with Yvonne Cruz? All right. Pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and the slider is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is Rodon's 6th strikeout of the night. Rodon is at 66 pitches. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off of Wells's mask, or Ascar's mask. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets and fires in the changeup, paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Straw. Next pitch is on the way, and it is popped foul. It's going to make the seats. Do you think we would be here with Bibbs? I'm not sure who that is. Okay. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 1-2 on Straw. There are two outs with a runner at second base. And Rodon sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to shallow center field, and Jazz is backing up and makes the play. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the top of the fourth. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm, and Paul Goldschmidt. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 17 votes tonight. So thank everybody who has participated in our active poll. As you know, we like to get a minimum of 30 likes in our live play-by-plays. We are currently at 19, so we're 11 away from our goal this evening. So if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So please consider subscribing to Hardcore Sports. And we are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. We are at 735 subscribers, 5 short of our next goal of 740. So anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And speaking of shorts, I dropped probably about 4 o'clock or so. So if you haven't, hop on over there and check it out. And let me know what you think. So how are we feeling about the game so far? And the first pitch is on the way, and Bellinger loops this one into center field. Clement is tracking it, and it is going to make the play in middle center field for the first out of the inning. And Garrett Cole is in the dugout. First pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses. Count is 0-1. Miles sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Jazz. And Miles sets and fires, and Jazz swings at a curveball in the dirt for call strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good freaking night. Hey, Robert, welcome to the stream. And the first pitch is a slider. It catches the outside corner on Goldie. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is outside. Count is 1-1. Miles sets. The pitch is bounced to Okamoto. He fills it cleanly and fires across the diamond for the third out. This game is going by extremely quick. For those of you just hopping into the stream, we are headed to the top of the fifth. Score is 1-0 Blue Jays. So we have 12 outs in the game so far. 7 of those 12 have been strikeouts for the Yankees. Completely ridiculous. Well, if Jazz doesn't get traded, I pretty much guarantee he won't be back next year. What do we feel the moves are going to be for Gabby and Cole's returns tomorrow? And Rodon sets and he fires, and the first pitch is up high for ball 1. It's a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And Rodon sets, fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Valenzuela. And Rodon sets, fires, and this is a towering fly ball, elevator shaft home run. Volpe is tracking it, and he makes the play on the left field grass for the first out. Coming up to bat is Davis Snyder, 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out in his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and fires, and that four-seamer is just inside. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. And Rodon sets and fires, and this pitch is a fly ball, and Goldie is going to make the play right on the fence. So Snyder is going to be retired for the second out. Coming up to bat is George Springer, 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the third base line. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that paints the inside corner for call, strike two. Count is full, 3-2 on Springer. And Rodon sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains full at 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is call, ball 4. And Ascara is challenging it. I think we're going to lose this one. And it is confirmed that it is a ball. So New York loses its first challenge, and Springer is going to take a walk. Coming up bat is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Does not have an official at bat. Hey, JJ, how you doing? First pitch is on the way, and Guerrero fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets. And a weak kickoff attempt at first to chase Springer back. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is way inside. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is bloop signal into center field. Jones fields it. Springer advances to second. So there are runners at first and second with 2 outs. Dalton Varsho coming up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day with a very unusual double. His double hit off the bag and dribbled into left field. Rodon is at 89 pitches. Matt Blake is on the mound. And Robert Danny, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And the strikeouts per game for the Yankees is 9.2 per 9. And Judge's last at bat, he did not strike out, although he struck out the 7 previous at bats. And the last time that Judge hit a home run was 9 games ago. Coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho. And Rodon sets. The first pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Rodon sets and he fires, and that pitch is in there for call. Strike 2. Nice sinker that caught the bottom of the plate. Count is 0-2. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and he fires, and the pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Rodon sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. No runs, a hit. There are 2 men left on base. Coming up to bat, bottom of the 5th is going to be Spencer Jones, Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe. And Varsho was Rodon's 7th strikeout of the night. Hey, Nick, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we could have used your moderator butt here a little while ago because one of our superstars was here just railing once again. Yankster 43 or some shit like that. I don't remember. But he got DFA'd, so he's out for 24 hours, and if he comes back and acts like a jackass again, so how are we feeling about the game, guys and gals out there? For those of you just hopping in the stream, we are headed to the bottom of the 5th. There is a 1-0 lead for the Blue Jays. Spencer Jones, Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe are coming up to bat in our Major Leagues scoreboard for the day. Guardians beat the Tigers 3-1. Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Mets beat the Nationals 2-1. Braves have a 6-2 lead in the bottom of the seventh on the Marlins. As you know, in this game, the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees in the top of the fifth, and that is our active scoreboard for the night. Hey, Kaz, you are late. And Miles sets and fires in the first ball to Jones is fouled off. Count is 1-0. Or 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside strike zone for call. Strike one.
Need some good.
Yes, we need some good luck.
Let's go, Yankees.
Yankees. Time to get some runs, isn't it?
Need to get some runs.
And the pitch is on the way, and that is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. You about to go to bed? Give me a kiss. Mwah. All right, love you. All right, come here, little girl. All right, what do you got to say?
Let's go, Yankees.
That's right. All right, Natalie, love you. Get some best. Can you hand me a soda, please?
Yeah, she can hand you a soda. Ask what kind you want.
That's fine. Yeah. And the pitch is on the way. And Jones is going to wrap a single up center field. Varsho is going to field it. So that is a single for Spencer Jones. Ryan McMahon is 1-for-1 on the day with a double in his first plate appearance. Bounced it off the left field wall. First pitch is on the way, and this is driven to center field deep. Varsho is going to make the play just short of the warning track. Jones heads back to first base. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. He is 0-for-1 on the night with a flyout in his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and Volpe fouls the sinker off. Count is 0-1. Thanks, Kaz. Not a lot of people have loves for that short today for some reason. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Miles sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed, and Jones is going to steal second base. So that is a stolen base for Spencer Jones, but Volpe strikes out swinging on a curveball in the dirt. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. Hey, Doug, welcome to the stream. And Miles sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. So the tying run is at second base. Star is 0-for-1 on the day with a flyout. And there is a pickoff attempt at second base. Weak. Jones is back in head first. And Miles sets, the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Ascara. A little bit of bingo, baby. That's all we need. Base hit, base hit, base hit. Miles puts the ball in. It is foul down the first base line. Count is 2-1. And Miles checks on the runner at second. He sets and fires, and that slider is inside. Count is now 3-1 on Ascara. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike two, so the count is full on Ascara. Miles sets and fires, and Ascara swings and misses at the curveball for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. They're going to leave a runner stranded at second. So as we head to the top of the sixth, the score is 1-0 Toronto. Coming up to bat for the Blue Jays is going to be Okamoto, Clement, and Sosa. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 24 votes at this time. So thank you for those who have participated in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Our goal here on Yankees The Ugly Truth is to have 30 likes for every live play-by-play. And we are currently at 22. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do so and share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. You may ask yourself why. Well, we offer you live play-by-plays almost every night. I drop a lot of shorts, different takes than most people have. And I have open panels that invite anybody in the chat to come up on the stream and talk a little bit of baseball. So if these things appeal to you, we may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. So we need to get something going with this anemic offense. Hey, Charles, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hopping in. And Giovanni Cruz is coming in. He had his major league debut yesterday. And the first pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. Cruz sets and fires, and the slider is up high. Count is 2-0. And Brett Hedrick is warming up in the pen. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is just inside. Count is now 3-0. Cruz sets and fires, and this ball is driven to center field. Spencer Jones is there waiting on it, and that is the first out of the inning. Cody Clement is up to bat. One, and that ball is driven past a diving Ryan McMahon down the left field line. Bellinger is going to chase this into the corner, and Clement is going to be at second with a double. That is Clement's second double of the night. Coming up to bat is Andres Jimenez, pinch hitting for Lennon Sosa. Cruz sets and he fires, and that pitch is foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Jimenez. Well, generally, you don't play on the line when a guy's throwing 101 miles an hour. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. And that is going to hit Jimenez. I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. I don't think that hit him. No, they need to review this one. And New York is challenging. If he got hit by the pitch on the foot, he'd be hopping around. This is BS. This should be a quick review. Honestly, if it hit the tip of his toe, looking from the center field shot, it didn't hit him. That wasn't anywhere close. And your toe is not protected. You get hit in the toe, you're going to jump. And the call is overturned. The batter was not hit by the pitch. Get your butt back in the box, brother. Baker. That's the equivalent of a basketball flop. The only thing that hit Jimenez's foot is Escara's glove. And Cruz is going to step off and chase the runner back. Cruz sets and fires. And that pitch is guide down the right field line. Foul. Count remains 1-2. All right, kid. Hit him with the fastball up. Jimenez sets. Pitch is on the way and is fouled off. Kid, you got to raise his eye level. You got to give him a fastball up. Don't care if it's in the strike zone. And the pitch is all the way. This one hits Jimenez. He is down. So I don't think the Yankees are going to challenge this one. Did any of y'all watch Major League 2? Coming up to bat is Miles Straw, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Dorn, he pitched you inside, right? And that's 3 batters, and Cruz is going to get pulled. Hedrick is coming in. So Hedrick is going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. So I guess we're going to see what he can do. We currently have 25 likes, 5 short of our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. In our active poll, we have 24 votes. So if you haven't voted, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we're at 735 subscribers, 5 short of our next milestone of 740. So anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. If you like live play-by-plays, I call them every game, with the exception of Wednesday nights, unless it's a day game, because I have bowling leagues. Other than that, I'm calling games. If you like shorts, I drop a lot of them with different aspects of baseball and the Yankees. And Hedrick sets. The first pitch is a slider down low. Count is 1-0. Straw is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider misses just outside and low. Count is 2-0 on Straw. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Volpe. Volpe fires from his knees to Jazz. Jazz relays it to first, and they say that he's safe at first. I don't think so. They might want to check on this one. Can't tell from that angle. And he just beats it out. That was definitely a bang play. And the first pitch is on the way to Valenzuela. It is in there for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and this bounces in the dirt. Good block by Escara. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is driven to center field. Spencer Jones is there, and he is going to make the play for the third out. Coming up to bat is the top of the order, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. Rice is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Judge is 0 for 2 with one strikeout. And Bellinger is 0 for 1 with a base on balls. So can we get some production out of the top half of our lineup? And from our active scoreboard today, the Guardians beat the Tigers 3-1. Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Mets squeaked by the Nationals 2-1. In the top of the eighth, the Braves lead the Marlins 6-3. In this game, going to the bottom of six, Blue Jays lead the Yankees 1-0. At 9:38, the Athletics and Angels were going to get underway, and at 9:40, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. And that is our active scoreboard for today. Short slate, travel day. For the Yankees, we have the Tampa Bay Rays coming into town. And it looks like Andres Jimenez is coming in game as the second baseman. Oh, Jimenez is coming in to play short. Clement is shifting over to second base. So they've got some defensive changes going on here. And the first pitch is inside for ball one on Ben Rice. I don't know. The pitch looked pretty good to me. Miles sets and fires, and this ball is looped into shallow right field for a base hit. Over the outstretched glove of Clement. All rise. The judge is in the chamber, so let's hope he can do something this at bat. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Judge is 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and that ball paints the outside corner. Another slider. Count is 1-1 on the captain. Miles sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled off to the right field side. Count is 1-2 on Judge. Miles sets and fires, and Judge hammers that fastball straight back. Count remains 1-2. Miles sets and fires, and this ball is guide on the infield. Clement is tracking it and is going to make the play in the outfield grass. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. And the first pitch is on the way, and that sinker is up high and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on Belly. And the crowd is chanting Belly. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Belly, I need something from you out of you today, brother. You are in my fantasy baseball line. I need some points. Miles sets and he fires, and the curveball is up high. Count is 3-0 on Bellinger. Belly sees something middle in. I guarantee you he's going to pop it. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. Miles sets and fires, and the sinker backs up and catches the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is now full. And Miles sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is way inside. The runner was on the way, but that is ball four. So now the Yankees have runners at first and second with one out. And the pitching coach is coming out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. Time to get into the hit parade, Jazz. Let's do something and get back in this game. We're only down 1-0, so it's not an insurmountable lead. And the umpire breaks up the mound visit. So we're in the bottom of the sixth. There are runners at first and second with one out. Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. And the crowd is chanting Jazz Chisholm. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed. So they've been giving Jazz a steady diet of curveballs down, and he keeps biting on them. Not in the strike zone, but swing, swing, swing. Miles sets and fires, and the curveball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Jazz. And the curveball is swung on and missed for strike three. So that's going to be good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Jazz. And Jazz has the freaking hat trick. Like I said, strike, strike, strike. Two of them out of the dirt. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah, everybody lost my audio. So that was not the case of situational hitting. My phone tapped my stream deck, and that muted my mic. Coming up to bat in the top of the 10th is going to be Davis Snyder, George Springer, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 24 votes at this time. Actually, we can end this one because Rodon is no longer here. Hey, SGA, welcome to the stream. And this one is actually a wash because I didn't realize that Braden Fisher wasn't a starter. But thank you for participating in our active poll. For those of you just hopping in the stream, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees 1-0 heading to the top of the seventh. Snyder, Springer, and Guerrero are coming up to bat. At this point, Rodon had 7 strikeouts on the night, made it through 5, which is more than he has at any given point in his starts since returning to the rotation. Rodon actually threw 94 pitches, 59 for strikes. And Hedrick sets and he fires, and the first pitch is up and in. Count is 1-0. Snyder is 0 for 2 on the day. Next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Hedrick sets, fires, and the four-seamer is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-1. Oh my God. Scar is challenging this thing. This thing is way high. And it's 3 inches off the plate. And the Yankees are out of challenges now. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is now full, 3-2. Hedrick sets and fires, and that ball is swung on and tipped into the glove of the Scar for strikeout. And it looks like Boone is coming out to pull the chocks on Hedrick. Oh, Jesus. Camilo Duvall is coming into the game. Well, you will find out what Duvall is going to do tonight in his first 3 pitches. Every time Duvall comes into the game, I have heart palpitations. Well, they're certainly not freaking hitting the lights out of the ball, that's for sure. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button. We are at 26 lights, 4 short of our goal for the night. And we have a new active poll. And of all sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call, strike one. That came in at 88.1 miles an hour. Springer is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts and a base on balls. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is foul off. Count is 0-2. And of all sets and fires, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Of all sets and fires, and that sinker is up and in at 99 miles an hour. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and geez, it's driven to left field. This one is definitely out of here. And Bellinger tracks that one, and it is a solo shot home run. That's Springer's 4th home run of the season. So the Blue Jays now have a 2-0 lead. Coming up to bat is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is in there for call, strike one, 100 mile an hour. And the next pitch is on the way. And this is a towering pop-up down the third base line. McMahon is tracking it and makes the play in shallow left field. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho. Varsho is 1 for 3 on the day with a double and a strikeout. Pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker down low. Count is 1-0. Of all sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 2. Count is 2-1 on Varsho. And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Jazz. Jazz fields it and fires it to Goldie. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the top of the 7th. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. It sounds like it's going to be United States Army in the house. And Frank Martucci, private first class, served in the Korean War. Thank you, sir, for your service and what you've done for the country. Most appreciated. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 10th is going to be Spencer Jones, Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe. So we have dropped a new active poll. There are currently 7 votes. So let's count it and your vote be heard. Thank you for that, those who have participated at this point. And if you have not, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 27 likes, 3 short of our goal of 30. And in our active scoreboard today, we have a very short slate. The Guardians beat the Tigers 3-1. Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Mets beat the Nationals 2-1. The Braves are in the top of the 9th, leading the Marlins 9-3. As you know, heading to the bottom of the 7th, Blue Jays lead the Yankees 2-0. At 9:38, about 18 minutes from now, the Athletics and the Angels are underway. And at 9:40, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks are underway. And I will be back in half a sec. Time for the Yankee rally cap. Spencer Jones is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight off. Count is 0-1 on Jones. Jones is 1 for 2 on the day with a single stolen base. And Miles sets, pitch is on the way, and that is way up high. Count is 1-1. Hey, NES, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer is up high. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is evened at deuce. And Miles sets. Next pitch is on the way, and it is way up high. Count is now full. 3-2 on Jones. And the payoff pitch is foul tipped, not being able to be handled by the catcher. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is still 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is driven to right center field. Varsho is tracking, and he is going to make the play just short of the warning track. He covered a hell of a lot of ground to catch that ball. That is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. Thanks, Lou. Appreciate that. All or nothing approach. When is it going to change? Well, I suppose when people like Jazz Chisholm don't feel the need to have to hit a home run every plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher for strike three. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Volpe, and the first pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Miles sets and fires, and Volpe fouls this one off. Count remains 0-2. Miles sets and fires, and that ball is inside. Count is 1-2 on Volpe. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings at a slider completely off the plate for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. So the Yankees are retired in order 1, 2, 3. And as far as approach for the Yankees, the thing that actually has to change, it's not necessarily the all or nothing, it's the damn strikeout rate. We have 28 outs at this point. 12 of those outs are via the K. So, I mean, you're talking 12 of 28. That's over 40% number roughly off the top of my head. And it looks like Paul Blackburn is coming into the game. So we have 10 votes in our active poll. If you haven't dropped your vote, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And we have hit 30 likes. We met our goal point for that. So thank you for everybody hitting the like button. Most appreciated. Okamoto is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is waved at for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that cutter is, I don't know. I thought he clipped the top of the strike zone, but we don't have any challenges left, so it's academic. Count is 2-1. Blackburn sets and fires, and the sinker paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. Blackburn sets and he fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. First out of the inning, coming up to bat is Ernie Clement, 2 for 3 on the ninth with a pair of doubles. Pitch is on the way, and this is popped straight back. The scar is going to chase it, but it is going to be just over the net for a foul ball. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hit to left field. Bellinger is back, and it is going to be off the wall, and Clement is going to be in there for his third double of the night. That was a cement mixer curveball. Coming up is Jimenez. Oaf has not got an official at bat. He was hit by a pitch his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and it was called strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Blackburn checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-2. Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is just tapped foul. Count remains 1-2. Blackburn sets and fires, and this ball is chopped to Goldie. He's going to take it himself, and that is going to be the second out. Clement is going to advance to third, so the Blue Jays have a runner at third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Miles Straw, 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout, a flyout, and a fielder's choice. And Blackburn sets. First pitch is on the way, and he paints the top of the strike zone with a sinker. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is chop fouled. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is guide to the infield. Goldschmidt is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in the shallow right field grass for the third out of the inning. So there are no runs, 1 hit, and a runner left stranded at third. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 8th is going to be J.C. Escara, Ben Rice, and the captain, Aaron Judge. Well. Normally, I'd ask a question like, who would you consider the player of the game? But I don't think we really played all that well, so I couldn't even figure out who the hell the player of the game would be. And the Blue Jays are making the transition to Tyler Rogers. Don't know if you remember him. He is a side-arming monster who throws a slider and a freaking sinker. He was at the with the San Francisco Giants for the last few years, and at the trade deadline, he was one that I advocated for trading, but the Blue Jays ended up getting him. So, how would you rate Rodon's performance tonight in his third start coming off the IL? Ascara is 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Ascara. Next pitch is on the way, and that is called strike one. It was definitely low, and if the Yankees actually had a challenge, we could challenge this. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is up and outside for ball 4. So Scar strips his gear off and heads to first base. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. Rice is 1 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch is on the way, and Rice drives this one to center field. Varsho is tracking it and makes the play for 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. You know how I love those. All rise. The judge is in the chambers, 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. So let's see if he can do something. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is up high and outside. Count is 1-0 on the captain. And Rogers sets, and this one is grounded to Jimenez. Jimenez flips it to Clement, and that is relayed to Guerrero. So that is a 6-4-3 double play. So as we head to the top of the ninth, coming up to bat is Valenzuela, Schneider, and Springer. And in our active scoreboard, the Guardians beat the Tigers 3-1. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Mets beat the Nationals 2-1. Braves finally close out the Marlins 9-3. Heading to the top of the ninth, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees 2-0. And they are just underway in Anaheim, LA now. In the top of the first, the Athletics and the Angels are at zeros. And then at Chase Field in Phoenix, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks are at zeros in the top of the first. If we were on Apple TV, they'd be giving us the stats on the percentage of possible comeback wins for the Yankees. I'm sort of glad we're not there because I don't really feel like looking at those damn stats. Chat has been awfully quiet. Got nothing to say this evening? Valenzuela is 0 for 3 on the night with a ground out, pop out, and a line out. Blackburn is back out for the second inning of work. First pitch is on the way, and this is lined into center field. It's going to be a one hopper to Spencer Jones. So that is a single. And it looks like Piñego is coming in to hit for Davis Snyder. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 3. So Piñego is retired looking. Coming up to bat is Springer, 1 for 3 on the night. Pair of strikeouts, a base on balls, and he hit a home run his last plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is up and into Springer. Count is 1-0. And Blackburn sets. He fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is flipped to Jazz. Jazz flips it to Volpe. Volpe fires to Goldschmidt, and that is going to be a double play, and it's going to end the top of the ninth. So coming up in the bottom of the ninth is going to be Bellinger, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt. Hey, James. Well, I appreciate that. I actually started listening to live play-by-plays because I couldn't stand listening to Michael Kay attempt to call games. He was driving me crazy with his negative takes on everything. So I started listening to play-by-plays, and I started with Max from Max Coverage TV. I started participating in a lot of his open panels, and I'd come up and we talked baseball and whatnot. I helped him call a couple of games. Then over on the Strike Zone with NFE, I called games with him for a year. And between them, they recommended that start my own channel. So I did 2 years ago. And last year I called 146 games. And this year, I think I've only missed maybe 2 games. Yesterday's game was the second game that I missed. And it looks like Jeff Hoffman is coming in to pitch the ninth. Miles Straw is in left field. Pinyago is in right. And Hoffman sets and fires, and that pitch is a slider right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. Hoffman sets and fires, and Bellinger hammers this one, a line drive that is caught by Guerrero off his shoe top. That is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. 0 for 3 on the night with a freaking hat trick, 3 strikeouts. And Hoffman sets. Pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Hoffman sets and fires, and the slider is up and away. Hoffman sets and fires, and that pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Hoffman sets and fires, and the slider catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is in the dirt. Jazz swings at it for strike 3, and he has the golden sombrero for the night. 4 freaking strikeouts. Curveball down and in. Jazz has struck out on that all 4 times tonight. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldschmidt swings and misses at the slider. Count is 0-1. And Hoffman sets and fires, and the pitch catches the outside corner for call. Strike 2. So the Yankees are down to their last strikeout. That pitch looked off the plate, but you can't challenge it. No challenges left. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Goldie. And Hoffman sets and fires, and Goldie swings at that pitch in the dirt for strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Yankees, as the Yankees are shut out tonight. So the Yankees win the first 2 games of the set and crap up the next 2. Offense was completely asleep. And the final numbers for tonight. The Blue Jays have 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. The Yankees have no runs on 3 hits, no errors. Mako wins the game. Rodon loses it. Hoffman is going to earn his 4th save of the season. And in our active poll, will the Yankees come back and win the series? 58% said yes, 42 said no. There were 12 votes, and the no's have it because we did not come back and win. As far as programming notes go, I will be back on live tomorrow at, I believe, 7 o'clock to call Garrett Cole's return to the rotation against the Tampa Bay Rays. So this is a critical series for us to go up against another one of our divisional rivals. They swept us in Tampa Bay, so hopefully we can do something offensively. Tomorrow, Garrett Cole is slated to come back, and Jose Caballero is slated to come back. Caballero has been taking fielding and hitting practice with the team, so I believe that he will be up. So the curiosity is to follow and find out what roster moves are going to be made. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. So I want to thank everybody for being here supporting the stream. Your support is always appreciated. We were able to meet our goal of 31 likes. So thank you for that. And I'll end my traditional "Let's go Yankees," and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest of your evening, guys and gals.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.